Okay guys, this is Samgo's Law, aka strawhatbro now since I changed my summoner name, and I'm going to be commentating on this Fizz game out of the eyes of Geser. He's playing Fizz, AD Fizz, to counter out that Kassadin pick in mid against ocelote, and there's other kind of famous names in there like Wickd, Alex Ich, F-Lord, and this should be a very enjoyable game. Let's see how this goes. Fizz is playing mid with magic resist runes, and I think that should be a... let's check this out. This should be a 21-9-0 setup. I'm pretty sure it is. He's running 80 runes with armor and magic resist. The attack speed is for masteries. Okay, that's his build to match up against Kassadin. The idea is against Kassadin, because he has that horrible laning phase, to shut him down early. Because Kassadin, if farmed, he is a pain to deal with. He can just take out the Kog'Maw and wreak havoc. So the plan is to keep down the Kassadin early with the Fizz pick. If Fizz gets fed, he can do pretty fun things as well. And let's see how this plays out. In the jungle, you have Alex Ich on Mundo with Exhaust, starting Cloth 5, looking for a fast clear, probably some counter jungling. That's what you see if Mundos go Cloth 5 most of the time, against a Jungle Master Yi. Mundo can win a Yi, even though he has Exhaust, I think, especially because he started Cloth, and he gets fairly low in the jungle. So, top lane we have Brand versus Vladimir, which should work very well because Brand deals percentage damage with his passive and can burst down Vladimir, who is very susceptible to... well, he gets owned by burst, let's say it that way. Bot lane picked up the golems, which should give them a very nice lead. Kog'Maw Vayne, huge late game, same for Ashe and Alistar. They have pretty nice team fights as well. Damage-wise, Kog'Maw has the upper hand, but Ashe's late game is not to be underestimated. And here we go. Just one auto hit with that W deals a lot of damage. Huge damage output right here. So Fizz being a boss, getting a little bit harassed, but since he has magic resist runes, he should be fine. How is he doing? No armor. Okay, this is gonna hurt. That auto attack harass is so painful. They're trading quite a bit, but that should be fine for Fizz because he can put out a lot more burst than Kassadin can, especially because Kassadin used Netherblade at level 2, which most Kassadins do to last hit and restore mana. Okay, another W proc. And it deals more damage the lower the target it gets, so trading a lot of HP early is very good for Fizz. Okay, Kassadin getting low, and Fizz flash queuing him. He might have been able to kill him without flashing by just leveling Q while he leveled up in that fight and instantly proccing it in Kassadin, but nevertheless, first blood is first blood, really good. Mundo picking up Master Yi's red buff. This is a pretty nice lead. Okay, Fizz wanting to push out, but here comes Wickd with Exhaust. Very scary to face. And Mundo is already level 4 versus level 2 Master Yi. Now he's level 3. That hurts. Mundo got the blue and he should be... Yep. Nice gank top lane. Sorry I missed that. Probably a cleaver into a Brandstone. Can't be sure though. So Kassadin is back. He didn't buy anything at all because he didn't have the money. Yeah, 11 CS. Fizz rushing the Merc Treads. That's very good for resisting the magic damage, of course, and escaping Master Yi ganks. Master Yi ganks aren't the scariest thing to admit, but if Master Yi can't run up to you and hit you, he might as well not even come to lane. He can Alpha Strike, but Fizz should be very fine against those, so he can play very aggressive and does not necessarily need to buy early wards. And another W hit. So how's bottom lane going? 22 versus 25, pretty standard. Kog'Maw should be pulling ahead now because Ashe has a very strong early... her first 3 levels, 1 to 3, are pretty strong, stronger than most people would say. And Kog'Maw's not that strong that early, but he gets stronger with levels a lot faster than Ashe does. Okay, so standard last hitting here in mid lane, and there Mundo comes. His Ocelot's flash is down, so this should be an easy kill. Yeah, and there we go. Alex is getting low, but he should be fine. And, okay, Alistar comes, and instead of just running away, Fizz attacks him, so Alex is safe, and if Alistar gets a little bit greedy, they could potentially kill him. So, just keeping up the pressure and helping up the teammate. Very nice. Alistar coming in mid again. Which is very weird, because now Ashe is 1v2 against Kog'Maw Janna. Fizz is so they should be careful here. And Wickd comes in. Mundo stays in the bush, but Fizz runs away to farm at tower. That exhausts. Okay, Wickd. They get Alistar, but now he runs. No mana for jump. But the Merc Tread's helping him out a huge deal, and Alistar is So if Alistar actually had the mana to headbutt Pole, he might have been dead there, but well, he wasn't, and Fizz had tier 2 boots, so that was not as close as it looked. It was still very close though. So how's top lane doing? Brand 15 CS ahead, that's quite a big lead. Looking to pressure Vlad as much as he can. This Vlad is burning all day long. It's very painful for Vlad because Vlad scales of AP. He's an AP caster. Duh, he scales of AP. But the more AP he gets, the more HP he gets. So he gets, but not necessarily magic resist. So Brand piling on the pressure percentage-wise is very, very smart. Okay, Fizz hits level 6 here. Kassadin's still level 5. This is where Fizz might look to make something happen, but Kassadin knows that and plays very far back. And I think Kassadin should hit 6 off of that huge wave. Fizz not looking to keep him off of that those range creeps, what he could do, but instead looking to get a kill bottom lane. He does not succeed. He didn't miss anything mid, but he could have maybe denied a few CS from Kassadin. Okay, and there we go. Just queuing onto him, dealing a lot of damage with that Doran Blade. Kassadin still 33 armor. Thing to note is Kassadin's magic resist actually scales per level, which is pretty insane for an AP caster. And here we go. Alistar. We see Alistar coming in. And Fizz is 1v2 and Wickd is coming in, whose exhaust might be up again. Unless he used it bottom, which I don't really know right now. Fizz gets hit. Should be fine though. Yeah, he just goes back in. Has flash, has ignite. And that's a lot of damage ticking on them. See, 4, 4, 4, but that's a lot of 4s, so it adds up to quite a lot of damage. Kassadin looking to roam, but Kassadin is just, he's forced middle, and if Fizz roams after Kassadin, Kassadin is probably gonna get rolled because Fizz is so far ahead. That's one Doran's Ring versus a Doran Blade, Merc Treads, and the Sapphire Crystal, which will probably go into a Sheen. So ocelote just poking onto Geser, but it's not really doing anything. Seems like Fizz's magic resist is scaling per level as well. Don't know. It's not every champion has scaling magic resist. Most champions have magic resist and it stays that level. Let's just look. There's 38 on Kassadin and 39 on Fizz. If one of them levels up, let's just check what happens so we can be sure, because I might be wrong. Okay, that's a dead Master Yi. And Kassadin hit level 7. And that's 39. Yes, he gets about 1 magic resist per level. It's not that much, but it helps. Definitely helps. Helps a lot. It's a lot of melee champions get that. Full tanks usually don't, but most bruisers get MR per level. Here we go. Fizz pinging onto Kassadin, probably asking for a dive, because you note that Kassadin is low mana. His ultimate costs quite a lot of mana, so if Kassadin uses a few spells, like ults once and uses one spell, he is gonna be probably even after one ultimate, I don't know. And Fizz, yeah, Fizz just, now he's Here's the, yeah, that's what I was talking about. He couldn't ult, so Fizz just threw the fish, and Kassadin had to flash that. Kassadin looking to regen some mana off of autoing those creeps, that's why he's meleeing them. Because he actually, HP-wise he has the advantage, but mana-wise he was way behind. Now he gets a few hits off and gets a lot more mana through that. So Fizz running up to follow up with it. Kassadin should be fine though, he has jumps and stuff, yeah, he's fine. But Fizz got the chance to get a few more last hits, get some gold. He has a Sheen now, maybe a few wards, and some health pots. Let's see what he picks up here. And it is the Sheen with a lot of burst. Ward and 2 health pots. So, excuse me, that was me clicking the Drake. Looking to make a play bottom. Kassadin is coming as well. Mundo is not in the happiest of all places, but yeah, he should drop here. And oh, that's nice, Janna ult. Saving them down there. Fizz coming in. Maybe able to make something happen. We don't know. No idea. Okay, nothing happening. So he's just moving back. How's top lane doing? Brand is at 87 versus 60 on Vladimir. That's pretty impressive. I'm surprised that Brand didn't pick up an earlier Sork Shoes for the magic pen on his passive, because that doesn't scale off of AP. But maybe it was just the gold amounts he had when he backed, or he really needed the mana regen. I don't know. Don't play that much Brand top lane, because he can, like, if he goes top lane, he needs to back pretty much immediately, especially against a Vlad. Fizz doing what he does best, being mean to his opponent, especially when ahead. And the Sheen, it really hurts when he hits his Q. He gets a lot of, like, his Q applies on hit effects, so if he activates his W first, that hurts a lot. Okay, Wickd attempting the dragon here. Quite in a pinch here. That's a very, very nice juke. He flashed down and went to the left, so Kassadin went in the wrong direction for a second there. And, yeah. Very greedy of Kassadin there. And Brand trying to pick something up. Is he able to? The passive ticks, and gets the kill. Well played, F-Lord. So that's a 7-3 lead. CS-wise, 59 versus 83, which is actually fairly even, seeing that Alistar was mid twice, I think. Maybe even 3 times. Something around that. And item-wise, Zeal versus Pickaxe. That's not that different. Cogwell, of course, slightly ahead. And now that really hurts, because now Ashe loses all this experience in tower. Geser, I think that must have been him pinging Mundo to defend mid, so he doesn't get a free turret. He is very scary when he's left alone on a turret. He just melts turrets. Brand looking to take the blue buff here. Yeah, and he picks it up. They tried to contest, but Brand was smart enough to just pick it up right away, to not give them a chance to give Kassadin their blue buffs. So, Fizz back to lane. Levels are even, but Kassadin has his Catalyst. And Fizz applies the healing debuff with his W while the Catalyst and the health pot are ticking. That's huge. It reduces the healing by 50%, and the health pot just gets... It gets reduced by 50% plus the passive regen you always get anyways. Mundo should be fine here. Fish entirely whiffed. And now Fizz has a problem. Maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, he should be fine. Or he goes back in for the kill and gets himself killed, yeah. I don't know, maybe he could have dodged the Vladimir ult pop with his E, but then he probably would have just gotten hit by something from Kassadin or Vladimir right away and died right there. Don't know. Probably. So blue team picking up a kill here, red team picking up a kill here, looking to make something happen on... Okay, Kassadin is coming in, Yi is here, yeah. So they're trying to make something happen on Kog'Maw. Let's see if they're pretty... either low HP or low mana, so... Kog'Maw looks fine, but what happened to Kassadin? Yeah, there he is. Yeah. But he's low mana as well, so... Mundo should have a field day here. That might... I don't know. Hard to say. Yeah, that's a dead Alistar. Okay, well played. Close cut. But kill is kill is kill. They see Kassadin back here, and he's not really paying attention. And there he probably crit that. Can't really tell because we didn't see the health bars. But having a Zeal and that much damage in one hit, very probable. Top lane, he's dominating Vladimir. Vladimir just got killed again. A fed brand is something you really don't want to deal with. Here's an interesting pickup, the Fiendish Codex. What does it do for Brand? It gives him the mana regen he needs because he looks to spam on Vladimir all he can to keep the burning passive on him, and gives him the cooldown reduction. Now the Deathfire Grasp, more percentage damage. So he's just... If he Deathfire Grasps Vladimir when he's full HP, that hurts him a lot. Vladimir did go Spirit Visage, that's a little bit of magic resist, but he's still going to have a lot of HP. Oh, and that's a dead E right here. The fish interrupted the meditate. Even though the meditate should have mitigated the fish damage, still no way to get away there. And here Mundo claiming he would be upset if Wickd gets one red that game. They've been very on top of denying Yi's jungle. Yi's level 9 while Mundo's level 11. Mundo's been doing very well for himself. Yi's just out of Wriggles and Azeel. Trying to just... This is pretty much a split push and clear build. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Yi pop up top lane and try to push down the top lane. Or bottom lane, if just any free lane. Yi needs to pick up a lot of farm to be effective, and he's good at doing that. He's a really fast pusher. He can get turrets, he can clear waves with his Alpha Strike, but it's not that difficult to deny him from doing that. Just, especially as underfarmed as he is, getting a 5-man group on blue team, or even having Kog'Maw farm bottom enough to keep the arrow coming in. Trying to hit Brand, I assume, but nothing really going on. So here we go. Red team preparing for Drake. Maybe not. I don't know, I didn't time it, but I assume they're trying to pick up a Drake. Let's see. Yeah, there they are. Oh, that Brand W hit 4 people, and the E on top of it, that was a lot of AoE damage. Everyone's burning here. And Kassadin looks to... Nope. Fish really on the tip of the range, which was perfect, because Kassadin could not juke to the left because of the wall. And another kill there. He could not juke to the left because of the wall, and the only way for him to juke was to the right. So Fizz shot it as far to the right as he could, without missing him. That was a really nice fish there. And Fizz just dove into the base. Went crazy and died for it. He trying to pick up some farm, but he gets chunked. Okay. That's a turret push, and probably a dragon pickup. This super under farm D is not looking too good right now. Yeah. Tank Mundo just picking him up, pressing R, regenning up all health. And there Kassadin and Vladimir are to clean up the mess, so Jana is very low. Kog'Maw is probably gonna die. Yeah, there he goes. And one of them is gonna die to Kog'Maw. Yep, there we go. Nice, well, nice try. 2 for 1, not the best trade for a red team, but not that bad either, because they should be way behind in gold. So the percentage gold they gained is probably higher than what blue side gained, because of the spree and the death sprees and the gold they already have. So it's not that bad of a trade. Ooh, Ash getting... Ah, that hurts. All he has is Deathfire Grasp, but that Deathfire Grasp and the Magic Pen, boom, yeah. That's a lot of damage out of Brand's hands. I really want to try this build. It looks really fun. Just keep the passive ticking on them. Let's just go top lane, have a high HP enemy. Maybe even mid lane. Gotta try it. And then you go Rylays, because your aim is to keep the debuff on them all game. And another red buff pickup. Very nicely timed. Well, he is from M5, wouldn't expect anything less. Evil Mundo, yeah. Scumbag Mundo. Driving that G insane. And what happens here? Mundo trying to go around. He should still be in this bush. I don't know. I didn't see him go out. And he's not running flash. So yeah, there Wickd shows himself. But AFK walk OP. Nice shield and ultimate by Jana saving Mundo there. Mundo would have... I'm pretty sure he would have died. Maybe the shield was enough. Okay, now Yi is in big trouble. Is he gonna get out? And... Bam! Gets hit by the Brand combo. Ow, that hurts. That burns. It burns. Brand... this is not looking good for red team. Even Kog'Maw is really fed. They have really nice stuff going on here. So a team with an Ashe is rarely ever entirely out of the game, because if Ashe hits a really nice arrow and Brand or like pretty much anyone, they can still burst them with Kassadin and Vlad and a little bit of Ashe hits. Might be enough to kill somebody. Good arrows can always turn games. Keep that in mind when you play against an Ashe. Don't just herp around because it's looking very good. Keep on your focus. Keep playing. Ashe is one of the best game changers out there, so... Okay, Brand just spamming away. The Q is really nice for spamming. Just costs 50 mana, deals a lot of damage. Very, very nice. Fizz picked up his Triforce here. Pretty standard on AD Fizz, I feel, because he wants the damage. And they are far enough ahead. Okay, here to fight. Brand dies. Wickd gets the blue buff. And... what happened? Yeah, Wickd gets picked up by Kog'Maw. Dead Vladimir. Ashe should be fine. Probably picking up that top lane wave. Yep. Trying to get some items going. Ashe struggling. Usually I aim to get an Infinity Edge before 20 minutes, but she went Zeal before that just to get something right at the spot. I don't know, it gives you a lot of utility on Ashe. It's a very good item on her. But Karma is just so far ahead with the Phantom Dancer and the BF. Okay, and that's a free Baron pickup. Karma finishing his Infinity Edge. Ouch! He's gonna be huge. Kassadin just like, oh, damn it, Baron is gone. Ashe finds herself fighting a Mundo that she shouldn't be fighting. And she pays for it. Kassadin looking to come in. Should be fine though, just blink over a wall. And Fizz just jumps right after, and Kassadin, can he get out? The crits, can he do it? And he's dead. Yeah, Karma picks it up. Nice try. Weird thing to run around there and even try to do something. He should have just hopped back over the wall and would have probably been fine. But, yeah. That's the inhib pickup. Here we go. Master Yi's doing what he does best, just split pushing. But he's not doing anything to the turret, because all he has is a Phantom Dancer. That's not 25 minutes. Fizz, fight me, Wickd. Yeah, that's a close fight. Oh, Wickd trying to get away, not looking very well there. Boom, 300 gold. He got his spree reset at some point, so. And that's a dead Karma. Nice pulverized headbutt. Gotta hand that over to the Alistar. But this game is pretty much over. Brand is just lingering around. Might really pay for that. I don't know. Ah, the damages. The damages! And yeah. Yeah, no, not even close to paying for it. I didn't see the health bars. I was thinking they were low, but they were full health, most of them, so. This is GG right here. Nice game. So Fizz dominated Kassadin in mid lane and snowballed it from there. Top lane everybody did very well for themselves. But you can see Fizz, really nice idea against Kassadin. Just run armor and magic resist setup and crush a no armor Kassadin. A lot of Kassadins will run armors though, but it worked really well this game, so GG blue team.